Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? My name's Spencer, and this is Cory, the Stack Man. What's up? Welcome to Best Ball Draft Addicts. So, Cory, my friend, how are you doing? It's been a while. Been since
Yeah,
last Tuesday since we've been on. You had a nice vacation?
yeah. Stack Man took the Stack family to a vacation and enjoyed ourselves. Oh my God, as I live and breathe. Look who it is. Um, but yeah, we're doing good. We're back.
We're back, baby. So, you made it through vacation. You had a bit of an injury scare yourself, did you not?
Yeah, Tuesday or Thursday, excuse me. So we left Friday morning, but Thursday afternoon I popped up on the injury report for
Mm-hmm.
an ear issue. Got it checked out with through testing and everything. Came out infected. So we got on antibiotic drops and everything, and kept a close eye on it over the weekend. And unfortunately, it's just not responding to treatment the way that we wanted, and so we ended up going back, getting a second opinion once I got back yesterday, and we're taking a new course of action on treatment, and right now we're day to day, but maybe even week to week. But right now we are still dealing with the issue. So I'm
But you're here.
no AirPod in this ear for a reason. Owie.
You're here, though, baby. We're
But I'm
ready to
here.
go.
I'm playing through it. I'm playing through it because I'm a team player
You are here
for the brand.
for the brand. That's right. What's up, Zero? Chad, hello. What's up, buddy? Cleves, how you doing?
It's
And,
just like
and
no one listens to me. And then I got into it with about Diggs and signing with Washington last Tuesday. Next day, pop, boom, twelve
boom goes the
percent. By the way,
dynamite.
12% Diggs. So
Where
pretty
where
solid
did you
number.
go? Where'd you go on vacation? By the way, did you go to Stacksonville?
Stacksonville. I wish. I wish.
What's up, Blake? How you doing? That's our
What's going
boy
on, bro?
Blake over here. Glad to have you in tonight. Well, go ahead and let's talk about that. So there's a few, obviously, in a week, there's been some things. So there's some things you wanted to kind of talk about and go through. Hey, what's up, Zach? How
What's
you
up,
doing,
Zach? What's
Zachy
going on,
boy?
brother? Yeah, I mean, let's start up. We can start off at least with, yeah, 44. Absolutely. Yeah, Diggs. I mean, it was the easiest one to call. Anyway, so biggest news of the day, Puka. I feel like that's what we
Puka.
probably should lead off with. And he was, well, the first bomb that came was Schefter saying that he could still be, he's still open to suspension, and honestly kind of hinted that wouldn't be surprised if he were to miss that first game for the Rams. Brazil, Isn't it Brazil?
It's Brazel, but
Yeah.
yeah, you
So
want to
yeah,
pronounce it right.
yeah, and then so there's a chance he's suspended, and then also on top of that, he left practice today. Sounds like it's minor. It's a groin. A lot of that popping up. A lot of groins. Like the ears, like a lot of groins and ears. Anyway,
Yep. The
but
the ears are the groin of the head.
yeah,
So
amen. Yeah,
mhm,
you've always said that.
I have.
Uh, but yeah, so one to keep an eye on if you're a Puka fader, or like this is what you and I talked about very early back in like April of if you're going to fade Puka. And at first I was JSN over Puka, and then I flip flopped at some point because I it really just more ADP driven. I never really wanted to take a stance one way or the other. My shares are almost identical, or my exposure is almost identical, but that was the concern, is all that stuff that was popping up, um, is all the off-field stuff, but in addition to that, just his play style, getting banged up, all that kind of stuff. So we shall see. But so that was the first big one. Then speaking of groins, we'll just jump right into Luther Burden. Um, Luther Burden, I think we didn't have an update when you streamed on Saturday, but
No, Saturday night, whenever I was
yep,
streaming, yeah, we had no
we
idea.
did get an update. Luther Burden is going to miss the entire preseason. Yeah, Zach, I was just telling Spencer about that. He hadn't seen it. Like that
The
bite
bite
mark
mark.
it was insane.
No.
I was like, if that, I mean, that was a lot. Anyway, like he bit her. Like that is
I said he
full blown
must have
bite.
bit her like John Voight. That's what I said.
What's
Fantasy
going on,
Dog,
Fantasy
what's up?
Dog? There he is.
Hey, thanks for the
So
like, Fantasy Dog. Yeah, anyone, yeah, throw us a like if you
yeah,
can. It
toss us a
always helps
like.
out.
So yeah, Burden gonna miss the preseason. It can only mean good things for Loveland. I've already seen start to jump up a little bit because I feel like a lot of people were not fading, but it seems like he was dropping beyond ADP in a lot of the drafts I was seeing. So, but yeah, I mean, Roma Dunze, I bump him up a little bit if you were, or if you're a Burden person, then you're just staying by your guy. It doesn't sound like it's not supposed to creep into the regular season, but soft tissue injury, stuff like that can be tricky. So definitely one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and then Chad says, "I've not hit a landmine yet. You're just stepping all around them."
Yeah, right, exactly.
We've not had any big landmines, no big ones, no big bombs.
I was going to
Going off
say
yet.
just the old
I'm sure it
Pearsall's
will
the biggest
come.
one. Pearsall's the biggest one
Pearsall,
so far. But then, yeah, CMC, everybody's favorite. As soon as everyone got a notification on wherever you get your notifications, you saw Christian McCaffrey. You're like, okay, here we go. I'm ready to be hurt again. But it was just tightness. They're really downplaying it, but it's the substation. Just saying.
Just saying.
Nick Bosa, I just saw is like week to week now. Like, just get off of that field. Yeah, so CMC they're downplaying it. They said it's not a worry, it's just a load management thing, but we're already doing load management in August. Great.
Great.
Spencer's all in. I am not all out, but of the first round picks, he is my lowest exposure. I think I'm at 6% right now out of like 300 whatever drafts. Let's see. Oh yeah, stop me if you've heard this one before. J.K. Dobbins popped up on the injury report. And I know it's weird. He pinky swore that he was going to play all 17 games. Mm-hmm. So it's not even the injury. I'm questioning integrity now, because if you break a pinky promise, do you really want to draft that kind of guy?
Yeah, no way.
Sorry, bro. I like guys who tell the truth, which everyone does in the NFL. But yeah, so J.K. Dobbins, but he did return to practice today. So take that what you will, but
it's just a reminder.
And I was going to say, like, I think from a draft perspective, if Dobbins were to go down, like, yeah, Harvey probably goes up a tick, but I'd say Jonah Coleman's the bigger bit of where he won the rushing title. He had the contract stuff, and he didn't practice with the team until like the 11th hour, and he ended up signing that 1-year deal with them. And he came out really slow out of the gate. And that tends to happen with guys that, whether it's a holdout or they just don't practice, is that they start kind of slow. Is if they're still being able to like mix it in there, or if they're still practicing and then with the team and everything, they're just being held out of preseason games, that's fine. But just something to keep an eye on. And then today, Vikings announced officially Kyler is starting quarterback. The only surprising thing was that it happened this fast. Not that I wasn't surprised at all. Everybody saw this coming. He's certainly being drafted as such. However, like, I thought they at least pretend there was a competition, like maybe even get past the first preseason game. But no, they're like, no, he's the starter. Come on. Do you see McCarthy? I mean, really. So that's good. One thing that Spencer brought up pre-show that I wanted to mention, it was a good call, I'm glad he reminded me, was actually Laramie Tunsil. So for the Spencer's wearing the jersey right now for the Commanders. Laramie Tunsil, left tackle, he is going to miss a significant part, if not the entire season, which is actually pretty huge. He's one of the better left tackles in the league, and that offensive line already had its issues. And when we're talking about the risk with Jaden Daniels, this was baked in when he was drafted. We all were. This was the concern. It came to fruition last year, and it's going to be the ongoing concern in his career is that he's this kind of slight, and his playing style doesn't really mix. So hopefully he'll be able to. I don't know. I mean, getting Stephon Diggs is huge. I mean, being able to Diggs and McLaurin and Antonio Williams has looked pretty solid. But with that left tackle, that's going to be a bigger deal than you think. As a Chiefs fan, I can tell you firsthand, when you lose your left tackle or don't have a good one, it sucks. I can show you 2 Super Bowls that are great examples of that. Davis Maddox said JCM Cope is a force more. Yeah, I don't know about that, but hey, you know what? Sure. I'm not like fading the offense necessarily, but it definitely is. It definitely is one to keep an eye on, and I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of drops maybe down a tick. I mean, look at there's other quarterbacks that don't have great left tackle spots either. We'll see if the Commanders make a corresponding move. I haven't seen anything. If they have, I don't know if it's a next man up thing or if they're going to hit the free agent market. But still, it's a bigger deal than I think people think. Isaiah Pacheco, there was another one. See, I made sure I made a list because I was like, there's been so many injuries just since Saturday. But Isaiah Pacheco sprained PCL, going to miss the preseason. Nobody was like drafting him probably like super heavy, but still, it's a thing. And I mean, everybody was wheels up on Gibbs anyway, since he's going 101. He can't go any higher. But if he could, this would do it, I guess, right?
Right.
Yeah, you are very anti Pacheco, so it's music to your ears, or at least it didn't affect you at all.
Yeah.
And then the Saints running back situation. Not sure if anybody saw that the Saints, I think, released their depth chart, and it had RB1 as Travis Etienne or Alvin Kamara, which is horrifying, and it kind of confirmed what anti-Etienne folks believe, in that Etienne obviously is going to have a role, but like, would it be surprise anybody if Kamara is the third down back? I mean, I've been drafting Kamara pretty heavy all summer because he's not going away. He's going to be a big part too. They're going to mix it up. It's a bad situation for fantasy owners, but it's the kind of situation that coaches like when they have 2 running backs they can go to. Kamara last year proved that he's not the workhorse, like every down back anymore. So they went and got ETN, but I don't know. I think that he's old, but the NFL doesn't care about that. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring up was a rising star. Maybe not star, but a guy I've been seeing like soaring up boards. There's actually a few rookies that have it, but Jacoby Lane out of Baltimore, he's been getting so much gas out of training camp and just making some crazy one-handed catches, and his coach is just singing his praises. Like, it's like their love for Jacoby Lane is catching up to Ben Johnson's love of Luther Burden, which is a lot. So that's another name to keep an eye on. He's been going usually, like, I've seen him go as early as round 16, but usually he's settled into that like 16, 17 round. You're not getting around 18 shares anymore, but oh yeah, Zero, good call. Boston, and same thing, Chad. Yeah, Denzel Boston running with the ones. I mean, he's locked and loaded. I think first team. I mean, he's the X. He's the starter. There's no doubt about it.
Yep, Blake will be happy to hear that too. He got him on a couple dynasties we were in earlier in the year. I remember Boston
having a heck of a camp. Yeah. My
we've been big Boston drafters this whole summer too. So
yep.
All of us on this stream, Zero, Chad, me, you, everyone I know has been Boston boys.
Yeah, we are Boston boys. We sure are.
You are. You are.
You are. Yeah, I'm at 14%
you are
right now on Boston.
Well, All right. Does that run through? The
That's
list?
now. If anybody has any other ones they want to bring up, that was all that I could just think of off the top of my head right before we jumped on. I'm sure there's more out there. I did see that Chad, close your ears, that Malachi Fields has been making a strong case for the wide receiver 2 over like a Darnell Mooney and whatever. But it's probably just lies anyway. I saw that was it Isaiah Williams with the Jets might be out playing Omar Cooper, which I've been a pretty big fader of Omar Cooper this year. But oh yeah, Chris Bell, good call, Chad.
Oh,
Bell, yeah, there you go, Spencer. You take this one. That's your boy.
well, I talked about some the other day on Saturday night. I was like, I put a full stop on drafting him in July because through June I was almost 20%. It was ridiculous. I after not drafting him at all for the month of July, I'm down to 9%. So, but still, still. Yeah, I was all aboard Chris Bell train early.
Yeah.
Always been waiting for the end of season with him. So if he plays any early, then it will be a shock, but a welcome one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you're taking him with the last pick, so it's
always
like
the last pick.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not like you sunk like round 15 capital or anything like that.
Right.
Odell.
I knew Chad had to bring up Odell. I knew it. I was waiting. As soon as you said something about Malachi Fields, I was like, where's the Odell talk?
Yeah. I know. Well, and the Chiefs are just waiting for the Giants to cut Juju, which it's coming, and so they can bring him back again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. Cyrus Allen, though, lighting camp up. Still, he came back, but he had the injury scare, but he's still playing well. I mean, he's no Tyquan Thornton, but
he's doing his thing.
He's doing his thing. Let's go, Cyrus. All right. Well,
you
want to draft?
I was going to say I'm ready to jump in. There was a lot to talk about, but we are almost 20 minutes into this thing, and I say we wait no further, and we go ahead and jump in a puppy.
Puppers.
We are back to the puppy tonight. So, for anyone who wants to draft with us, go ahead and get that pulled up and ready. And then here in just a minute, as soon as Cory's ready, we will start the patented 9-second countdown and jump in. Jump in this sucker.
All right. Are we ready?
I'm ready when you are.
We are counting down from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. Oh no.
6 more. 4 more. 3 more. 1 more. Did you say oh no?
I did.
Draft starts soon. All right, I'm getting the board pulled up for us here.
Let's see.
Okay. We are in. I see 0 with pick 3, Cleves with pick 4, Cool Smurfer with 5, Zachy Boy with 7, I am 8, Blake is 9, Dave is 11. Cory, you're what the heck?
That's why I said, oh no. I clicked and I was 0 and I are in together.
Well, that's good. So what, you clicked and it said draft start soon?
Yep. It was like I was the last one in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We'll do this again. So this time I'll go ahead and have this board up here since the majority of us that are here are all in this room. Other than Cory.
Yeah.
Stack man.
I know.
Well, go ahead and just stack it up over there and do your thing. And
I might just start letting you click and then tell me, and then I'll just jump in because we're on a.
We can do that. We're
on a tough run right now.
I mean, because I'm waiting till right then, because I know me and you are pretty much on the exact thing. I know everyone else has a YouTube lag, but I'm waiting till right when you're saying it. But Who knows? We may even have a second or two internet lag between us. Dave says, "Dang it, Cory."
I know. We
Well,
just
we
had
got
a Genty go at 5 in this room.
I was going to say, we got a full room here. So I'm glad to see everyone in here with us tonight. If there is anyone else who I didn't call out that's in this room, please let me know, because we'll be going through and talking about rosters at the end of this. But to get things going here. So Zero, he had the top pick in this draft. He grabbed Chase. Cleves moved Jonathan Taylor up to 4, moving up JT to 4. Then we've got Cool Smurfer, JSN. There goes Puka at 6. Zachy Boy grabbed McCaffrey, and I'll go ahead and get Amon Ra. Let's see what Blake does. Blake is going to go with James Cook, is my guess. We'll see. And then we've got the Dave at pick 11. Dave, what's up, buddy? I was in a draft with Dave the other day, old school. Look, I nailed it. Boom. Blake, it's like we've drafted with each other a time or two. And had a great time drafting with you, Dave, this weekend. We got together at a bar and had a whole in-person draft with the board and stickers, and it was a lot of fun.
Strategy.
Yep. Hey, Zero's here for you, Cory.
Thanks, Zero. I knew I could count on you.
For the brand. So Dave went with CD. Shocker, part of his brand.
So I ended up with pick 10. So in ours, Zero's at 6, and I am at 10. And I took CD Lamb.
What? You cut out on me. What'd you say?
I took CD Lamb.
CD Lamb. Okay.
Ooh. All right. Started with a CD Saquon start.
Okay.
Getting crazy. Yeah, we had a Genty go at 5 in ours.
It's an early Genty.
Yeah, well, early Genty.
All right. So as we're coming back around here, so Dave grabbed Hampton in the second. We're coming back to Blake. I'm sure it's going to be a big meaty man of some sort. Nope, A.J. Brown. Now back to me. And so for me, my choice is either Devin Achane, Brock Bowers. I told Cory earlier today, I talked about this last week. I'm trying to bring my Achane shares up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lord knows I've got plenty of Brock Bowers teams. Achane, I am rocking 6%, and I want to get him closer to 10%. So I've got to do some work to get that done this month.
If you see me wince and pain, it's just my ear. So don't think anything of it.
It's just the old ear.
It's just my ear.
Dude, Cory, the last time that I had an ear infection, it was probably 15 years ago. But I remember being at your house, actually spending the night and being in absolute just disastrous pain. I didn't know why, because I hadn't had an ear infection since I was a kid. I remember sitting in the doctor, holding my head, oh my gosh, this is terrible. So I mean, hey, you're here. If it was me, I don't even know how you handled being on family vacation this week, because it was rough for me.
It wasn't ideal. I'll tell you that much. It was not my favorite.
Cards take the lead. Beautiful, Dave. Well, you got to tell us how. You can't just post cards take the lead. How was it? There, I got a notification. Mason wins singles. Boom, there we go. Hey, appreciate that, Cool Smurfer. Yep,
Yes,
anyone who can, smash
Tom.
that like button. Yeah, I always can count on you guys in the chat for helping out, because Lord knows we aren't good at talking about the like button. So I want to catch up with what's happened in this draft since I picked Achane. So Zachy Boy got Chase Brown right after me. Smurfer got him some Bowers. Cleves moved Malik Neighbors up. And then Zero grabbed Drake London. Zero came back around with his boy Zay Flowers. So Chase, London, Flowers, big wide receiver start. Cleves got Breece Hall. Cool Smurfer with Jeremiah Love. And then now we're coming back to Zachy Boy and me. Where are you at in yours, Cory? Are you about to come back?
I'm about, Zero just made his 3rd round pick. He started with Jeremiah Love, or he started with JSN, AJ Brown, then just took Jeremiah Love. And I'm about to make my 3rd round pick. I'm sitting here with Saquon, CD Lamb, so a little NFC beast love. And Ooh, man, if Brees Hall ever falls, I can't say no. We have a history together.
You got to.
So yeah, he was there at pick. Yeah, little 5 spot ADP fall. So lock him up.
Lock it and load it. Walker stole a base and single. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I grabbed Devonta. Devonta fell. I took the little 5-pick ADP fall. And then Blake got him some Kyron. Of course, you got to take another running back. You don't want to get too far behind. Am I right or am I right? Dave got Lad McConkey. So Hampton and McConkey double chargers to go with CD Lamb. Now it's back around to him. Justin Loveland, moving him up to the start of the 4th. Nothing wrong with that. Talked about the Loveland and Roma Dunze inevitable rises with any sort of Luther Burden news. All right. Cam Scatabo. Okay.
I've been doing, yeah, I have a lot of slows going right now, but so like the Dalmatians, like when they did the Dalmatian over the week, the first thing I did was just go in and start like 20 slows on it and then just peppered in fast ones whenever I could throughout the weekend.
Yep, just pepper them in.
Yeah. Someday.
The lore is growing.
Zero grab some Josh Jacobs. Oh, I didn't say who I picked. I ended up going went double Jets because what's the worst that could happen there? But got Brees Hall and then followed up with Garrett Wilson.
I'm shocked. I am shocked and chagrined. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's really hard to not take Garrett Wilson. One of these days, it's going to pay off.
One of these days, my friend. One of these days. So I mean, one thing that I can always have in my head anytime that I take Jets is I'm always like, yeah, taking Jets, taking the Giants. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing ever goes wrong with those teams.
Don't you worry about me. I'm going to be fine. Pretty sure.
You'll be just fine. Okay. So I grabbed Josh Jacobs. So after Blake took Scatabo, I went ahead and grabbed Jacobs. I'm sure Blake took Scatabo instead of Jacobs, probably because of the bye week just taken with Kyron. Zach got Tet McMillan as his first wide receiver. Smurfer was able to get T. Higgins. Cleves grabbed David Montgomery. Now it's on him now. Zero, even while using the bathroom, has ETN and Judkins. I know a thing or two about peeing and drafting. And then Cleves got Christian Watson. We're coming back around to my pick. It's Smurfer time. He grabbed Luther Burden. That's a good fall to the middle of 5. And then Mike Evans, back to Zachy Boy and myself. So, Cory, look at freaking Parker Washington up now into the 50s, officially ADP 59.8. There he goes to Zachy Boy. So not even a chance to come to me here. And I will take one of my oldies but goodies and grab Mr. Davante Adams here as my wide receiver 3. I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, let's see what Blake does here. You going to add another running back? Going to something else? Yep. Adding in Bucky. Dave time. Where are you at on your board?
Zero is making his 5th round pick right now. The suspense is killing me.
Dave going with double strong tight end, the bully tight end strategy of Loveland and Warren. Very interesting. I've done a bully tight end strategy very rarely, but I occasionally will do it. Joe Burrow. Loves taking him some unstacked Burrow. Chad, you would be proud. Chad, who is the unstacked naked quarterback king over here. Look at baseball and basketball this year. The bad teams have been phenomenal. The Washington Nationals, choice number 1, at least for fantasy, that is.
All right. Let's see who comes back on the wraparound. And we're in the 60s now. Parker Washington's still on the board. Oh my gosh.
Zero says I meant other pissing. Oh, so you meant pooping. Got it. Now we're on the same page. Do I grab unstacked Jaden? What do you think? And then try to add in a Digger? Got plenty of it.
With tonsil injury? No. Okay.
No.
Sure.
You know what? Look what I did. Switch to Jadarian Price. Mid 6th round Jadarian Price, much better than 5th round.
Growth.
And again, I have almost none of him.
Man.
We talked about him. Try to get some.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's up, Michael? Do you have any baseball? Baseball teams looking good. I do not like to look at my teams during the middle of the week. So I looked at as of Sunday, and a lot of people constantly look. I am really good at just ignoring, putting it out of my mind until the weekend. I'll look probably on Sunday. Sometimes I just wait until the end. I don't even like to see the will they, won't they teams.
Real quick, I just made my picks. I took DJ Moore with the first one, and I told you earlier that I'm really trying to get more Carnell Tate because I feel like once we see Tate in preseason, I feel like we're just one video confirmation away from Tate starting to jump up, and but I already have 3 stud, I think, receivers, so I went Tyler Warren. I don't regret it.
I was going to say, what's not to like with Tyler
There's
Warren?
Nothing to not like. It's just, that was a tough one for me.
What was tough about it?
I love Tyler Warren. Love it. But I just really wanted, I don't know. It's almost like what my heart wanted, and I went with my brain. But there wasn't a wrong pick there.
Okay.
But I just realized I'm never in this draft view with fantasy VIP synced in there. So now I've got that in there. It's like, oh yeah,
there you go.
I've always meant to do that. I just never did.
Well, I just had a nice Jalen Hurts fall come to me at pick 80, and I have Devontae Smith, so that's perfect. Fantasy Dog. Hey, we always appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate that, brother. Really do.
I have 8-player Cubs team and basically all the relevant hitters of the Cubs in one draft. Well, Hope Dansby Swanson's one of them. I'm in a battle. Dave's in a battle. I know Dave on Sunday was showing me his team, so I know he's looking all the time.
All right.
And yes,
Zero took Drake May to pair with AJ Brown, then just followed up with a little DeKalin Metcalf.
Old DeKalin. Yeah, all of us are glad you're doing good, buddy. We were talking about that the other night, and whenever I messaged you, Fantasy Dog brought it up. I was like, where's Zero at? And Fantasy Dog says, I don't know. I've not seen him on the streams either. Just been busy in real life.
Fantasy is life. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hey, Zero knows this more than anyone. Am I right? Maddox says Keenan will go to the Colts. Yeah, we've talked about this before. It did make a lot of sense, but man, the Rams, I agree with you. I think the Rams for the brand. All right. Speaking of the Colts, Josh Downs is staring at me in the face. So let's lock it up. Load it. All good. So I love the start to this team. I got the rare Jadarian Price share for me, but I'm loving the start to this otherwise. What happened to you?
I'm sorry. I just cannot believe I didn't say it earlier. Chad mentioned it. Alec Pierce. got the PRP platelet injection. Not looking good, but who would have thought? You guys are nuts. And I told you.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Told you. Told everyone.
I know Cory loves this headline. Broncos defensive coordinator says Nick's deep accuracy has been off the charts at training camp. Off the charts in a good way.
Yeah. Off the target or off the charts? No, actually. I will, actually, Jalen Waddle, he is storming up draft boards. And I don't know what my shares are, but I have been mixing him in a little more. I'm taking your word. I'm willing to embrace opinion and you guys are sharp. So I have been taking more Waddle because there have been valid points. He's burned me so much in the past that I always wrote him off, but that was in Miami. He's in Denver now. They did lead the league in pass attempts. So I have been drafting more Jalen Waddle and more RJ Harvey. I'm still not in love with it, but I do understand the potential there. And as like an RB4, I do like Harvey, if that's the build.
Harvey.
That's called growth, my friends.
Speaking of, I'm a pick away from that very thing myself. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens. Waiting for it. All right, there it is. Okay. 0, Kyle Pitts, come on down.
Gosh. 0 to Pierce. My God, heaven.
Sutton and Pierce double tap. Whew. Should be illegal. Grown men season, baby. Chad likes Sutton more than Waddle. Earlier, Fantasy Dog says, I'll take Sutton. I'm in on Sutton as well. I'm definitely in on Waddle. Fantasy Dog, Denver playoff schedule, week 15 plus 16, which for anyone who doesn't know, that schedule is versus Buffalo week 15 is at the Raiders and then at home versus Buffalo. Then they play at New England in week 17, which is not going to be easy.
Speaking about Buffalo, are you hearing all the negative about the new Bills stadium? Like people, a lot of the PSL holders and people bought season tickets. There's a lot of obstructed views in the new stadium.
I did not hear any.
Yeah, by safety rails and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, imagine dropping all that money on a PSL and then getting in your seat and be like, oh, I have to watch behind plexiglass. Sick.
I mean, polls are not good either. So, okay, back to me here. Let's see what we want to do. I've got a 1-3-4-1. Man, Rachaad White has been falling. Back to honestly probably where he should be. More of the 1-teens. I'm going to go ahead and do it. But yeah, no, I did not hear anything about that stadium.
Because they had their unveiling kind of thing. It didn't play a game yet, but like the opening up the stadium and Bills and those ugly ass New Jerseys of theirs. But yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about it. Can't say I blame them.
Yeah, well, and there's gonna be a lot of snow if you didn't know.
Well, they kept it open, but I think they, if I remember correctly, made the roof to where it's supposed to kind of like mitigate it, where they still have the outside, the elements like advantage, if you will, but it's not. It's still like snow can still maybe get it, but it's not going to be like blizzards. They didn't do the retractable roof or anything. I don't know if somebody knows better than what I did, but they did leave it open. But I think it's like it's more protected from the elements, if you will. The new,
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the Arrowhead renderings, but they're doing, I think that they're doing a roof. They're doing like, I think what the Rams did, and I think maybe some others, but like the translucent roof or whatever. I'm not
No.
with it.
No, I don't see any of that stuff ever unless you send it to me. Yeah, it's pretty much not going to be on my radar, but I'm interested. I'm interested to see that for sure. Zero says bow snipe was wild. Who got you? Who got you on the bow? Oh, it was Smurfer. Smurfer said click, click, boom.
I just double tapped little Purdy Kittle stack, Spence. There you go.
There you go.
Now, if you're going to load up on Niners, now's the time.
Absolutely. Why not?
I'm really smart. Zero going with Kenny Gainwell. Great pick.
Debo incoming.
Oh, and the rare Zero Harold Fannin pick. Look at you.
Look, I'm drafting Kyle Pitts. He's drafting Harold Fannin. It's upside down over here.
What is happening right now? Bizarro world out here.
Hate to say I told you so.
All right.
All right. Oh, I love how Fantasy Dog, he gets all the references too. It's great. Bannon plays Alec week 17. Hello. Look at that. It's just those two, Bannon versus Pierce.
Yeah, that's it. That's how they're going to bill it too. Like that game, those are going to be the two headshots and everything, assuming Alec Pierce isn't even playing by then.
I am pushing QB here, baby. I got Jalen Hurts. What else do I need? Debo, come on down.
Okay, I'm done there.
I need to check up and see about what's going on with our guys here. Let's see. So we'll start off right next to me. So Blake has added Drake May, Tucker Kraft, a fellow Blake and Blake Corum, Matthew Golden, Jaden Higgins, Baker Mayfield. You're welcome for that one. The Dave, he added after Naked Burrow, Dak Prescott. It's your boy, Chuba Hubbard, Kenny Gainwell, Jacoby Myers, and the Stribbers. Stribbers is up to 131. I pulled this up the other day, Corey. I was wanting to know, what is my Stribling ADP? What's your guess? What is your guess for my via my exposures on the drafts that I have taken? And I'm pulling it back up to double check so that I make sure that I'm not saying the wrong number here. But what's your guess for my Stribling ADP? I just got it. 73 drafts, by the way, that I took him.
Oh, I was going to say 15%.
No, not my exposure percent, my ADP. What FK Cooler says 175. That's his guess.
What's his ADP right now? You say 131?
He just went at 131.
Yeah, 160.
The answer is 179.
Okay.
Sorry, 173. 173. Oh boy. All right, I am okay. I'm good. I got Goddard in there. We're good. We got Goddard, baby. But I love that. That makes me feel so. Chad says 185. Neighbors round 4 or Burden round 11. Keeper league. Ooh. So we've got a question here from a user, and I am going to say, Burden round 11.
Round 11 still.
But man, it's tough. That's a tough one. I know. Price is Right rules got me. You were so close, though, buddy. So close.
Yeah, if we were playing Price is Right rules, I'd say 1.
Zero said earlier, Purdy's always better anyway. Cool Smurfer said, sorry, Zero. Bo at 116. I had to.
We faded Pearsall.
Blake also said Burden 11.
Yeah, I would say Burden at 11. That's even with the injury. What the potential could be is they're both great options. But
Young Moolah, what's up,
what's
bro?
going on, baby?
How's it going? Just getting in it, brother. You know how it is.
You know we do. You know how we're doing.
Hey, someone who just went in our draft here at the turn, Omar Super Duper Cooper. What was it that you just told me about him right before?
Oh, it was a report from Rich Cimini. He's the beat writer for ESPN, the Jets, and I guess it was Isaiah Williams, receiver there, is like having a great camp and wouldn't be surprised if he leapfrogs Omar Cooper. But like he also reported that like a month ago, that Omar Cooper was a lock for the third receiver. So grain of salt.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that doesn't take that. That's one of those pieces of news that is a filter piece of news to me. But I also wasn't drafting Omar Cooper anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been an Omar Cooper drafter. I just not my cup of tea. I mean, he could be a fun, solid player. Like in Dynasty, I'm fine, but I'm just not buying it this year.
Right. So stack Daniel Jones, unstack Darnold. Go.
What? Who? Sorry.
Oh my gosh! You were that was the slowest answer in the history.
I'm
of
drafting.
Answers.
What? Who did you say?
Go stack Daniel Jones or unstack Sam Darnold. The answer
Daniel Jones
was stack Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stack Daniel Jones.
Rookies typically take time to establish themselves. Even look at Burden. I don't like Omar as a prospect, but these reports mean nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
I know. That's why I'm like, this is
a lot. Like, it's one thing if you're, like that kind of thing. That's throwaway to me. Injuries are really the only thing that really matter. Even these depth charts that have been reported too. Like we talked about the Kamara ETN one. It's funny, like we say it's nothing, and it probably, because usually these depth chart things are dumb, but at the same time, it does kind of confirm what a lot of people have been fearing about ETN, or at least the anti-ETN take. So, okay.
The anti-ETN.
I mean, people
social media being
24/7
machine makes the fear and hype get totally out of hand. 100%. This is just a part of our world. Some smoke signals out there, lots of noise. Is it news or noise? Mostly it's noise.
I'm going to lean into the J.K. Dobbins thing, and I'm taking Jonah Coleman.
Jonah. So, real quick, Chad, what do you mean here? Biggest landmine I hit was Lemon. What landmine is Lemon? Because as far as I understood, his injury, and again, correct me if I'm wrong here, it's not a big injury. It's a little injury. Then he should be back like soon, right? What's the deal? Tell me, update me.
I haven't heard. I haven't been paying attention. So I hadn't heard anything that
about Mekhi Lemon. Neither of us draft a lot of Mekhi Lemon. He's not really on our radar much. FK Coolers is the man.
Yeah.
This reporting isn't for fantasy football, so I don't blame the reporters. It's for real NFL fans, more casual. Very true. That's also a thing that happens too. And then we spin all of these things in our
Whenever I say something like that, like as far as these reports don't mean any, I should clarify for fantasy purposes. It's not like Rich Cimini's just putting something out there to mess with people or just because he's bored or something. It's just what they're seeing. But this is just overreaction season, and fantasy players will, like I've been preaching it all summer. It's like, just don't overreact to preseason and training. Injuries are different, but don't overreact. Zero decided to take the fall on Omar Cooper. It was a 16 pick ADP fall, so don't blame him there.
Ooh, nice. That's a pretty good fall. Okay, now speaking of Zero, He got him some Trey Tucker this time, just grabbed Sadiq, and now we are coming through round 15. So here in a minute, we'll review all of our squads that are in here, and then we'll jump in us another draft.
What picker were you at? You're 15. We're close. Actually, we are almost lockstep right now. We are on 15-3 right now.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, coming back to me here. Now I got to decide what to do. Well, Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert, good enough for 2?
Yes, but yeah, good enough that you don't need to, unless there's like a value or something. I'd be okay.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to go ahead and grab A.D. Mitchell because his name is in my mind thanks to this comment from Chad here. Adonai going round 17 is crazy. What did he go round 17 in, my friend? Was it a draft that you're doing right now? Zero says Pitt's good enough for solo tight end. Not a starter from camp, probably. Okay, that's what he's talking about with Lemon. Wicks projected as wide receiver 2. This kind of falls in the bucket of, I think, rookies just taking a little bit of time, kind of like we were just talking about a second ago. Personally, there's not a lot that I take away from that. Now, granted, I'm Dontavian Wicks drafter 101 over here, but still, I mean, come on. Lemon is obviously going to be better than Dontavian Wicks.
I'm going to bet that like Jeremiah Love is like probably 4th on Arizona's depth chart or something, because that's just what they do. I'll look that up in a second.
It's what we do. Crab kegs and football. That's what Maryland does.
That's what we call a sack lunch. No. Should I go Mendoza to pair with Trey Tucker or Geno Smith to pair with Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall?
Geno. All day, every day.
I agree. Well, I just think Fernando's a much better long play, but
maybe if you like a long play. If he doesn't start week 1, Lemon's ADP is bad. Yeah, well, you're not wrong there. And Lemon's ADP is exactly why I don't have more of him. You know, I've talked about this all summer with Lemon. Like, I hope, like Lemon and Tyson, I very well may regret not owning them. And I know this. It's just where they get drafted. There's so many other names that I like. It's just hard for me to pull the trigger on those guys there.
Yep. See, like Arizona released their first one. They actually have Algier as RB1, Jeremiah Love RB2. Like, that's just how it goes for rookies.
You know what? I'm going to take
and that's coming from me, who Tyler Algier is my highest drafted player. So I should be jumping for joy, but I'm not. I do think it's going to be more of a split than people want to admit, than Love truthers, or shouldn't say truthers, the Love supporters, Love drafters want to admit. I don't think it's going to be the workhorse treatment. So, but yeah, I've been drafting as such.
Drafting as such. Zero says, statistically, Wicks makes the most sense because Devonta and Lemon 2 wide receiver set seems trash. That's how you lose games. Chad thrown in Geno. And then Fantasy Dog says, agree, Zero. Love him with Bowers McBride. Done. ADPs protect the players you want.
Yeah, true.
Tyson is guaranteed week 1 except injury prone. Mendoza over the senior citizens.
I mean, I prefer in a vacuum. Like, I prefer Mendoza long term, and if there was no stacks or anything involved, it's Mendoza all day.
Senior citizen. So I'm guarantee. I'm about to go look this up. Guarantee I've got more Mendoza. 100%. But I do love me some Geno too. I've always been a Geno sucker. Yeah, granted, it's close. 11% Mendoza, 10% Geno for me.
Okay, where are we at here?
a lot of times it matters for me just based off that decision. If I've got a Raider, and I have Raiders way more often, I feel like, than I do Jets. But I did just take Adonai, and why not? Just grab Max Crosby by the shoulder pads. Just who did? Jets have the most dangerous offense on paper of QB gets. Geno's like a top 6 QB for me. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Geno's just an easy click.
Oh man. Shout out, hey Chad, I just took Shadur Sanders. So
Shadur.
Yep, that was for you.
Got you some Shadur.
Sure, I sure did.
You Shadur did it. Cousins. We got a Cousins. We got Cousins invoked.
Cousins is out here getting in fights with Max Crosby.
Oh, that's who grabbed him? Okay. You sniped me out of Sadiq, bro. Aye.
Goyo.
I had AD Mitchell. What can I say?
Mm.
All right. We're coming back around here to the final round.
I just made my final pick. We are on 18-4 right now. Did we pass you? Did we leapfrog? Yeah.
No chance. No chance.
I don't think Kirk has that. I don't think Kirk has that in him anymore.
Nope, those days are done. That's right. Got the right to squat, baby. All right, coming back to my final pick here. Do I want that third tight end? I could go with Colby Parkinson. I don't think so. Let's just throw another wide receiver in the mix here. You invoked the name Malachi Fields earlier. I've not taken him in forever, so why not? Let's do it. Someone I drafted early that I've more or less moved off completely. And Chris Bell already went, so no Chris Bell for me. And then now we are rounding things out here with our guys in the room. And let me go ahead and switch things over so we can look at some teams together here.
Let's do it.
All right. First off, we will start with Zero. It's your boy. So Zero, have you made your final pick? You have. Okay. Did I just see? I did. Okay, I'll bring that up in a second. A very rare final pick for Zero. Okay. So Zero with pick 3 went with a 2-6-7-3. Eden Daniels and Brock Purdy. You didn't need Geno. Travis Etienne, Judkins, Tony Pollard, C-Rod, Mike Washington, and Singleton, all with different buys other than the Singleton-Pollard combo. Very interesting running back room. I like it quite a bit. And now that Etienne is getting closer to the price of 50, that definitely is better. Jamar Chase, Drake London, Zay Flowers, Sutton, Pierce at pick 99, by the way. Trey Tucker, DeMarcus Robinson, that's the one. The DeMarcus Robinson sighting. Hello, Jake Ferguson, Chigakonkwo, and the aforementioned Kenyon Sadiq. Very nice team, Zero. Another great Zero team in the books, top to bottom. There's no weaknesses there. Cleves, 3-5-8-2. Going with Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, and Mendoza. Running backs of Taylor, Breece Hall, Monty, Jalen Warren, and Jonah Coleman. Great running back room. Holy crap, that's a heck of a running back room right there. With Malik Neighbors, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed. Did you get love? Yes, you sure did. Michael Wilson, Diggs, Khalil Shakir, Rashid Shaheed, and Mooney. I love this wide receiver room too. And then Juwan Johnson and Pat Freiermuth. Cleves back on the winning train. Like you ever left. You never hopped off. This is a heck of a team. I love this team. Where you really waited at wide receiver to some good spots. You've got amazing running backs. So that's a fun one. Good team, brother. All right, Cool Smurfer. Cool Smurfer rocking a 3-6-7-2. Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and the Shuck. Jeremiah Love, Manungai, Aaron Jones, Tank Bigsby, Marshawn Lloyd, and Brian Robinson Jr. Obviously, I'm sure this is going to be the weakness of the team with running back. You spent up and waited. You still got some good options, but this is a things have to fall in place for your running back type of room. JSN, Higgins, Burden, Tyson, Pittman, Bateman, and Bernard. Great wide receiver room, especially the top 5. Really nice. Then you add in Bateman and Bernard down there. Good late picks with Bowers and Turd Ferguson. So this, like I said, this is a room where, or a team where it's all about what's going to happen with this running back room. If things fall together nice, then you're going to be a cool, low-owned running back room in the advancing teams. All right, Zachy boy going with the 3-5-7-3. Herbert, Cam Ward, and Brissett. That's a good solid trio of QBs. McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Mitchell, and Tracy. Good running back room there. Really solid up at the top with CMC and Chase. Tet McMillan, my boy Parker Washington, Quentin Johnston, Wandale Robinson, Coker, Trey Harris, and Keenan. Very nice wide receiver room. Trey McBride, Gadsden, and Gunnar Helm. This is a top to bottom, really good team, Zachy boy. Got some good stack pieces in there. Really like what you did. Hopefully the quarterbacks work out. I think they can. All right, my team. What the heck did I do? 3-5-8-2. Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, and Geno. Good enough quarterback room, I hope. Achane, Josh Jacobs, another 11 with Jadarian Price. Rashad White and Kamara. This feels like, to me, based off of looking at this together, this feels like a weak running back room. But there's a chance that this could be a good running back room.
I don't think so. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate you. This is where I think my brain looks a little bit down on Price, and that's kind of why I feel that way.
I don't think you should.
I should. Gab was talking him up the other day. I took that to heart, and I always like to listen to you guys and kind of question my own biases. Amon-Ra, Devonta Smith, Devontae Adams, Josh Downs, Debo, A.D. Mitchell, Antonio Williams, and Malachi Fields. I like this wide receiver room. It's a good, solid wide receiver room with Pitts and Goddard. So overall, top to bottom, I think I got a pretty solid team too. Now we go to Balake. What did you do here? A room with some big, meaty men. 3-5-7-3. Drake May, Baker Mayfield, and it's your boy, C.J. Stroud. Blake's a big Texans fan over here. James Cook, Kyron, Cam Scatabo, Bucky, and Blake Corum. Great running back room. I would expect nothing less than that from you. And you have both Rams with that, which is good because it's not really a handcuff situation. They can both be solid. Now, the wide receiver room, obviously what you faded in order to get this done. I'm seeing a lot of 11s, 4 11s. Week 11, you're only going to have Higgins, Hunter, and Jalen McMillan. That might be a little rough, but A.J. Brown, Matthew Golden, the aforementioned Higgins, Hunter, McMillan, with my boy, Zachariah Branch, and Koopa Kupp. So, again, if this wide receiver room can work in advance, the rest of the team is very nice because you got Kraft, Schultz, and Njoku. So, top to bottom, great team. It's just Matthew Golden as a 2 definitely makes me nervous. Now we go to the Dave. 3-6-6-3. What I call the zero build. Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, and Tua with Hampton, Hubbard, Kenny G, Taj Spears, Jaden Blue, and Ray Davis. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Ladd McConkey, Jacoby Myers, Dejon Stribling, Jalen Naylor, hardly newer, Chris Bell, and then even with taking the bully tight end of Loveland and Warren, you still added Dulcich. That's probably overkill, but this is a very good team, Dave. I like it. All of us got some bangers in this draft. All right, Cory, I'm going to remove my board off the screen. Why don't you go ahead and share yours? And then we can go, and this time we'll try to mix things up with this countdown. I'll do the countdown. You do the board stream.
Seriously.
Let's see if by switching things up, if maybe we can get us all in one together here.
We need to break the juju. It is just
we do. We do. We need to break that Juju Smith-Schuster over here. Okay.
We sure do.
You tell me when you got it up there and ready. Actually, I'll be able to see on the screen here. And then I'll do the 9-second countdown. The patented 9-second countdown. Go ahead and throw this up on the screen. Talk about your and Zero's teams in that real quick. And then we'll do the countdown.
Okay. Can you see? How's the view?
I got you.
You got me? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's start with Zero here. So Zero's drafting out of the 6th spot. He went with a 3-6-7-2. Drake May, Baker Mayfield, and Indiana Jones there. Solid. I was hoping to get Baker. He didn't snipe him from me because it was already a 6-pick ADP fall, so it was a good pick. But very good quarterback room. Jeremiah Love, Josh Jacobs, Judkins, Kenny Gainwell, Woody Marks, Mike Washington. Definitely a solid room. I'm not scared off by the Jacobs injury stuff. I'm not a big Jeremiah Love drafter, but I obviously hope he's good. But he's an exciting player. But JSN, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Alec Pierce, Omar Cooper took the dip there. Jerry Jeudy, Kayshon Boutte. I love the Brown JSN top 2 guys, and I actually am coming around on DK Metcalf as well. So I do like that. Obviously, we know how I feel about Alec Pierce. We're not going to go into that, but overall, and I actually haven't heard much of as far as I think I heard something about Jerry Jeudy the other day. I don't remember what it was, but it's not like trade rumors or anything like that. It seems like I'll
tell you what it was. It was that Denzel Boston passed him.
Okay.
That's what it was.
I was going to say, I could have swore. And then Harold Fannin, Dalton Schultz. Two, you can make that work. I think Dalton Schultz is all floor, but Harold Fannin is a ceiling type guy. So I think that's a good 1-2 combo. So definitely a solid team. I think I like his team in that draft more than this one, but definitely a good looking team there. And then, I will, I'll absolutely review my own team. I'm not scared. Brock Purdy, Geno Smith, Shadur Sanders. Not the sexiest quarterback room you'll ever see. I went Brock Purdy and then followed it up with the Kittle pick there. So, and then I faded quarterback a long time. So again, not my favorite quarterback room, but we press on.
Chad's proud.
Yeah, I bet.
You clicked Shadur.
Yeah, I clicked Shadur. You're welcome, brother. But Saquon, Brees, Lil Rico, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, Jonah Coleman. I think that's a solid running back room. I'm a Brees Hall guy, so I like the top 2. Dowdle, I think, is gonna. I took him, a little ahead of ADP, but he's solid. Again, not my favorite running back room I've ever had, but it's solid. I do really like the receiver room. This is the strength of this team. And Lamb, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, love that start. Chris Godwin, rock solid. Was hoping to pair with Baker, like I was talking about, but then Trey Tucker obviously nails. And then Isaac Tesla, one of my favorite guys to draft late, especially on an ADP fall. And then Tyquan Thornton, need I say more? And then I love the tight end room and Warren and Kittle. So overall, it's a solid team. Again, quarterback and running back. I think running back is serviceable, and that's enough. But the quarterbacks, that's going to be the part that have to, maybe overcome a little bit. But if Shadur ends up taking the job and running with it, then it's a great value. And it's solid.
Say Shadur with a baby talk voice, please. It's so duh. All right, super solid.
Oh, wow.
A. You got the A from Fantasy Dog. Did you? So whenever I was talking, did you put Fantasy Dog's scores up on the screen? Because if not, you were slacking. Because he was scoring all of those teams that I was going through.
Oh, no, sorry, I wasn't.
Gosh dang it. You missed out, Cory.
I just realized that. Well,
I got you, Fantasy
I'll be
Dog.
honest, I kind of forgot that it's not up on the screen, that you didn't have it. So, yeah.
I got you, though. So this time, because you can go through and do a review since we're doing on your screen. And at this point, I will throw up the Fantasy Dog patented scorecard. Did Kittle get a new leg in the mail? Yes, he did.
He's trending toward being ready. He's, of all people, he's one of the few that's actually getting positive reports.
Absolutely. I love it. I saw whenever I was going through, I'm like, oh, those are some great. These are my takes. Hey, all we're doing is giving our takes, my friend. That's it. We're all going to be wrong. So
I love it. I think it's great.
Okay. Cory.
Yes.
How are you going to join? Are you going to join on your phone or on your computer?
Are we sticking with me for this one?
I'm going to do the count. I'm going to do the countdown, and I'll hit enter.
We're just gonna,
what I'm asking you is because if you're going to click the button on your screen, or if you're going to hold your phone in your hand and press it like this, because maybe that's also theoretically, maybe you're getting a little bit of computer lag. So
I could.
All right. So guys, we are here. It is time. Pull up your phones. We've got the patented Cory 9-second countdown.
Okay.
But it's going to be done by Spence.
Yeah.
And it will start in 68 seconds.
Okay.
67, 66. All right. I guess we can just skip to 9.
Thanks for doing that, buddy.
You're welcome. Okay. So, and at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. There we go. And we're at draft starts soon.
No.
Go click again. I'm doing it again.
I'm at 8 more. I'm at 7 more. 6 more, 5 more.
I'm doubling up. 4 more. I'm doubling up. Hopefully everyone is in the next.
I was going to say, like, at this time it would have been you, I think.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm in yours. I'm doubling up. So if some people may be in mine, and if you are, we'll do a review again after, kind of like we just did with this. But I will double up, and Cory, lead the way.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see this first one here. So the first one that filled, well, Dave, Cool Smurfer, Zachy Boy, Fantasy Dog, 0. Yeah, oh, this was with you. Okay, you're in this. Cleves is in this. I'm in this. Okay, we're all in this together. You're in this one, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, over in the other one, okay, here we go. The other one, I do have some guys in there with me, and it's Cleves and Cool Smurfer. So Cleves and Cool Smurfer are in the other one with me. But we all got in the second one here, or most of us. Okay, Cory. This is what we need to do here, so that way. Now zoom back out a little bit.
Am I zoomed in? Okay. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay, and I am pick 12, so that way because it cuts off my.
How do we put the chat back on?
I got you. I got you.
Okay.
I can always do this too.
Awkward,
so I can see.
Thanks, brother.
Yep. There I am. Okay.
Fantasy Dogs in here. Hell yeah.
All right. Lead the way, Cory. Talk us through it.
So
tell us
Dave,
what
with the first pick, decided to pass on CD Lamb and went Jahmyr Gibbs. Smurfer, Jamar Chase, Obvi, Zachy Boy going with a JSN at 4. He's not feeling that Puka news from earlier. Fantasy Dog's like me either. I'll take CMC. We were Spencer and I had the conversation earlier about Puka and where you're if you're not phased and he's staying at 4, we taking JSN and McCaffrey over him. 0 with this boy JT. I'm at 10 again, and I'm not taking CD Lamb this time. Not even if there's a fire. Little James Cook action. I'm going to go with Ashton Genty.
All right. We've got a fun room.
Yeah. Let's get crazy here. Cleves on the clock, taking CD Lamb. I've heard of it.
All right. So what do I do to mix things up? Jefferson and blank.
Kyler.
The other night, Cory, whenever I was streaming Saturday night, I got 3 straight streams in a row of pick 12.
Oh, brutal.
So here we are. We're back again.
Brutal.
Did you say Kyler? Did you say?
Yeah. It's called
Jefferson and Kyler. Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Never heard of it? Yeah.
Look it up.
Bowers.
What? No way.
I didn't do that the other night. The other night I went Jefferson, AJ Brown. I went Jainty Bowers, and I went Jefferson Achan. So this time, Jefferson Bowers. Why not? Mix it up. Yeah. Okay, run through our guys. I'm going to go heat my coffee up. I will be right back.
I'm going to go Genty Henry and just go with carries, and more carries. Dude, Smurfer, I feel like every time there's some crazy thing like that, I'm always the pick away from. So like Chase will fall to 5, I'm 6 or something like that, like clockwork. But Cleves went Hinton. I decided to go with Henry on that one. 0 comes in with my boy, Kenny Walker. Nick Papagiorgio, love that name. Little Chase Brown. Zero says you're not getting JT at 11 on my watch. Fantasy Dog on the clock. Who's he pairing with CMC? The world is your oyster, my friend. Drake London. Love it. You sound like you're from London. Zachy Boy. JSN. Devon Achan. Solid. I think it was I can't remember if it was the OC or head coach down in Miami. He said he was going to give Achan like 40 touches a game or something like that. So music to my ears. Cool Smurfer, man. Chase Neighbors, little LSU love. That's a fun one. That is a fun receiver room. Bijan with Nico Collins. See, Dave goes with Pickens. Goes with his Cowboy love. And then Trey McBride. Actually, Dave, are you a Pickens guy? I always thought you weren't like I know like CD's your guy, but like if Pickens signed long term, would that give you like would you have more love for him, I guess? Like right now, does he still feel like a rental? And fantasy, I remember I ended up with 6 or 7 pick 12s out of 15 or so. Oh gosh, dude, it's weird how that works. Like I went on this was probably about a month ago or so, but I went on like a generational run of like top 5 picks and then even like top 2 picks. It's crazy. Smurfer goes with Rasheed Rice. Man, Chase Neighbors Rice. Ooh, baby. Cooking with grease. Zachy Boy follows up that Achan pick with Devontae Smith. Fantasy Dog with Chris Olave. 0, what do we got? We went double running back, and then his boy Zay Flowers. Tried and true. Who am I going with? Spoiler alert, it's going to be a receiver. You just made the pick for me. I'll take Egbuka there. It would have been Egbuka or McConkey. I prefer McConkey, but I've been on Lad since day one. Cleves with Javante, and then Spencer still pooping, so he is not back yet. I feel like he's going back to Pittsburgh. Pickens was playing for a contract last year. Yeah, he's playing for a contract now too, but I get what you mean. Spencer went with Jacobs and Waddle. Ooh. Solid picks. Ew. Get out of here. Garrett Wilson, you jerk. Cleves? What the heck, man? What did I do to you? We're going Josh Allen. We're going with a Josh Allen team here. We're going to see what happens. We're going to mix it up a little bit. Josh Allen.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Spence, nice picks with Jacobs Waddle. Look at you.
Yeah, I just went back-to-back Jacobs drafts because why not? And then Waddle, yeah, I also have been trying to get some more of him. I thought about your boy G. Will. I did. But yeah, I did not. I went with Waddle.
Yep. I did. You're right, Chad. I did snipe the guy with Cook, and I'm not upset about it, even though he's probably going to remember it. Hartman, what's going on, brother?
What's up, bro?
Good to see you.
Yeah, by the way, Dave is very anti-Pickens.
I thought so. Anyway, he took him at the 2-3 turn, and not that it's ADP makes sense and everything, but yeah, I thought he was anti-Pickens. Fantasy dog, old Mike Evans, Spencer, man after your own heart. Zachy boy with Travis, he's ETN forever. I will never say Achan.
Ever.
We are an ETN channel here, so don't correct us. Scattaboo to Smurfer. Smurfer, look at that receiver room so far. Whew.
Woo.
Doggy.
Cooking. And double giants. Chad will be proud.
Dave double tapping Bucky and Hendo with the running backs. Smurfer following up with Judkins. I'm a Judkins guy. I think I'm like a 14% exposure right now. Zachy boy adds Toots Magoots to go along with Achan. And he actually has Achan and ETN. So again, we're not going to confuse the viewers here. They are two separate people. They are of no relation. Fantasy dog with JMO. So he goes like, so I guess this is starting to look like a hero RB potentially. We're not officially yet, but McCaffrey up front, and then London, Olave, Evans, JMO. Do you see we got Nick Papa Giorgio in here?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Pick 7.
But I see that now. We do.
Yep. Zero's not scared of the bird.
Hey, we got good luck. We got
Burden
good luck.
56.
Hey, that's a great burden fall.
Yeah, it's a great fall. Back-to-back Bears right there.
Then to Rome. Yep.
I said that I wanted more
Hartman
earlier.
Says, given Zero, the Bengals Raven stack is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he could have even taken Lamar there.
Achan ETN brothers.
Well, yeah, I'd say that, but he did pass on Lamar there for Burden. But I mean, I get it, the Burden fall. I've taken several. I've been taking several of the Bengals Raven stacks that week 17, man. Whew.
Lock it and load it. Yeah, seriously, Hartman, the burden fall is crazy. He should not be falling that much. That is nuts. That's knucking butts. Never get that stuff. Did you see this, Cory? Read what Fantasy Dog put here. I can draft and chat at the same time. That's great. All right. Where are we at?
And Zero could have even done what I never can do. And anytime I feel like every time I'm doing a Raven, sure, and I get that. The other day I had one where I said I lined it up with Chase, Zay, T, Lamar, one pick away, and someone took Burrow naked the pick before me. I was pretty upset. That happened last night.
Yeah, that get Cory a little salty.
Yeah. Well, and that guy ended up with a build of 4 quarterbacks, 5 tight ends too. So that even pissed me off a little even more. But it's fine.
What could go wrong?
We press on. But yeah, the Bengals Ravens one. I've definitely been trying to have more of those. I'm in a slow right now where I'm building that Bills Dolphins one.
Nice. We're
We are in a
puppying it
puppy
up
3.
over here, Gab. My lowest QB combo is Chase Burrow. I just never get it. Dude, I hear you. Seriously, it's hard. And I assume you mean Chase Brown, right?
All right.
That must be the Chase you mean. Okay.
I'm catching up a little bit. Fantasy Dog just
at?
went Tony Pollard, Zachy Boy with Jalen Hurts, pair with Devontae Smith, Smurfer with Stevenson and May. Dave went Dak and Herbert back to back. Then we got Quentin Johnson over to Zachy Boy, DK Metcalf to Fantasy Dog. Zeros on deck.
All right.
A little bit here.
Coming back to us.
And then his number 1 favorite quarterback that he loves most in the world, Caleb Williams.
The best quarterback alive. Am I right or am I right?
You're not wrong.
Zero's punked y'all in this room. Send him to the playoffs. Caleb, MVP. All right. Back to me. It's your boy. What we gonna do? We gonna push running back a little further? Yes, we are. You know what? This ain't a bad time if I did want to take Mekhi Lemon and add a Mekhi Lemon share, but I'm going to go with another Downs. And I think I'm going to be done at quarterback. No, I don't think. I know. And I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence as a QB2 with unstacked Lamar and pair T-Law with some P-Wash. By the way, earlier, Cory, you there?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because on my screen it's a little
I'm
frozen.
here. I'm here, all right. I'm just
You're here, baby.
I'm just dialed in.
But Chad said something earlier that you missed, and I was wanting to go find it and put it on the screen for you. Where was it? It was about Parker. Dang it. Oh, here we go. Here you go, Cory.
At this point, like how I look at it is I'm so deep into the fade that adding shares at this point with his ADP being where it's at now, I'm just going to lean into the fade even more. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like to all of a sudden shift course and start taking him at his highest ADP, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just leaning right into it, leaning right into the fade.
And me, I'm doubling down. Been drafting him all the whole time. Just lean in and keep doing it. Gab, if you're in here, I got Jadarian Price for you last time, buddy. All right.
So
I just made my picks in the other draft here. Yep. So yeah, where are we at?
We got Zero took Mekhi Lemon. Fantasy Dog Purdy, pair that with McCaffrey and Mike Evans. Love the stack. Zachy Boy taking Michael Wilson. We got Smurfer taking Sutton, just followed up with Dart. Dave double tapped Kyle Pitts, Jordan Addison. So now we are back to Fantasy Dog.
All right. He can chat and draft.
Yeah. We're chatting. We're drafting. Zero on the clock. Wolf. But okay. Spence, I'll let you talk that pick up.
Buzz's girlfriend. What was it?
No
I
way.
didn't even see.
Is
So for whatever reason, Core, on my computer, the silly draft board, there's a lag to it. It takes like
Oh, man.
6 or 7 picks before I actually see where we're at. So who are you referring to? Alec Pierce?
Yeah.
Because I just see that now. What pick number?
104.
Oh yeah, that's I one over 100 all day.
I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to understand what's happening here, but
I'm going to go Bill, and do I want to take Bill and Rashad? That's kind of fun. Just take them both, or go with my boy Diggs instead. Let's Diggs it up.
Yeah.
We're going to Diggs it up over here. This is a push running back team for me. A very rare one. Normally, of course, I spend up because who doesn't? But not me this time. Pushing it, baby. Pushing it real good.
I mean, it pains me to not take Pat here. God, what a fall. Ugh, just kills me. But for the stack, for the build, we're taking the bake show.
For the brand. All right.
Herbert is so overrated. And way less. Interesting debate here.
Talk it up for our audio listeners. They don't know what's going on.
Okay. So I was going to say there's a debate going on between Zero and Smurfer about Herbert being overrated and Caleb not. Smurfer is claiming Caleb has higher ceiling than Herbert. I would say that
Herbert finished
QB3 Herbert overrated in real life? I think so. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I think he's a very good quarterback that's come up very short in the playoffs, and it's about as short as you can get. He's never won a playoff game. I'm betting on him and the McDaniels and the talent around him. That offensive line last year, just they couldn't get. And granted, they had Greg Roman as the OC. Yuck. They have the pieces in place, and yeah, Caleb's one of those that we've talked about it before, but the knock is that he's just the completion percentage is horrendous, and he just seems to find those big plays kind of out of nowhere, pulls rabbits out of his hat to save his day a lot of the time, it seems like. But he's got the pieces too, and the core, and Ben Johnson and the track record. So yeah, I don't know. It is. I don't know. I'm buying in, and probably it could. That's one thing. If the Chargers Mike McDaniel thing doesn't work, then I am going to struggle.
You will. There's no doubt about that. So
I mean, yeah, and to Zero's point here, we are projecting Caleb getting big. He's being projected as he's going to get better, whereas Herbert, we've already seen he had the QB2 overall season in the past. So I don't know. I'm betting. I'm not anti-Caleb by any means, but I'm betting on Herbert personally.
Cool, Smurfer. Yeah, like 5 years ago. I think it was 4. Yeah, no, I think it may have been 5.
Yeah.
Like you like to say, Cory, yeah, in your bra.
In your bra.
Why are we arguing over Caleb and Herbert? When Cory took Baker over Patrick. Oh, what called you out?
I know.
You have been called out. What are you doing? Who even are you?
It's the name of the game, brother.
Who even are you? Boy, did I make the wrong call with pushing running back. This is why you don't push running backs. Now I'm taking Woody freaking Marks here. Gross.
Yuck. Big
Yuckers.
old dummy.
Tyler Algier is already gone.
Is
Who
he
took
really?
Tyler Algier?
Oh my gosh. He is not. He is not. Oh my gosh, he went at 131. Okay. Is that Cleves? Hey, you dog.
Casey Concepcion, come on down. All right. And I just got autoed Romeo Dubs over in the other one. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to take a
Fine.
little Debo.
That's fine. All right. Well, I'll just say this. I am a Caleb fan, but I still like Herbert more. I just did my rankings and been preparing for the quarterback rankings video that I'm going to do. And I am Herbert over Caleb in the rankings. Dave said something really funny a minute ago. He said Herbert is better and it's not even close, comparing apples and planets. But this is coming from a man who hates Caleb Williams. We were talking about this the other day. He does not like Caleb at all. I like Caleb from fantasy a good amount, but not more than Herbert. But I would not be shocked. I think it's close. They're in the same tier for me. They're very close. And I wouldn't be shocked at all if Caleb did flip him. Dart is better in my top 10, Spencer. I'll give you a spoiler. He's not in the top 10, but he's close. What number? I don't know.
Them's fighting words. That's what we call a tease in the business.
That's a tease.
Tune in next week to find out, where does Jackson Dart rank? Caleb is in the T-Law Herbert Bo tier. I agree.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be considered among the elite. He hasn't done it yet.
I will say this. Bo's not in that tier for me. Bo's a little bit beneath those other guys that we just said, 0. But that's just me. That's where it'll be in mine. Shuck top 10? Nope. Shuck is not in my top 10. Well, wouldn't you love to know that, Dave? You're going to have to wait and see, I guess. All right, Cory, where are we at? Is the board caught up with me? Yeah, Zero's a good thing Cory is a big Bo guy. We got to have a Bo Nix lover in this channel, and it's Cory for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, why is everyone talking about Herbert when you could talk about Bo Nix?
I know, seriously. I mean, have you even seen his deep ball? Like, come on. Come on.
By the way, Andrews would have been my pick, but except for bye weeks. So I would have done it just to block that Ravens stack that you have, but couldn't do it.
Man.
Bye weeks, which coming from me, that means something.
Cool Smurfer said those rankings are behind a paywall. That paywall it's coming. Don't you worry. I can see why you're going to lose in fantasy. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate you as always. So Spencer, look at Jackson Dart's highlights last year. Remember, his best wide receiver was Wandale. I love Jackson Dart. I do tiers of 6. You'll see this is coming. Anyone can move in a tier. So 7 through 12 is basically the same thing. All right. Back to me. What do I do? Oh, God, this team. This is the worst running back room in the history.
Those last 2 picks were brutal for you.
Oh, absolutely brutal. Oh,
yeah, I was like looking at it. I was looking at other guys. I was like, okay, if I'm going to take my RB5, the time is now.
My gosh. You guys killing me over here. I couldn't even get Kamara and Charbonnet. Couldn't even get them.
Dang. Brutal.
Hey, I love Jackson Dart. I will say this. Why is Jackson Dart not even a little bit higher for me? Little afraid of his recklessness and potential re-injury compared to other guys. Just saying.
That actually doesn't scare me at all. No. That I am not worried about that at all. The reckless play narrative, like that is nowhere near my radar.
Well, to me, whenever you're making rankings and you got to make minutia decisions, it's just enough
And
to
that's fine.
take them
Like I
down
say,
just a little.
I know there's tiebreakers everywhere, whatever. There's got to be something. For me, it's just that isn't. I don't subscribe to that. Now,
Love
his
Naylor.
counterpart Scadaboo, on the other hand, that's a little different story. I mean, he did apologize for the backflip.
Dave's top 5: Allen, Burrow, Dak, Herbert, Mahomes. Oh man, we could be no further off, my friend. Oh, Dak was up there. Dak is not in my top. Shocker. Harbaugh said Dart is basically willing to stop that. That's good. That's good. Although it's part of what makes him him. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, yeah, I think it's just with Harbaugh, I do think we'll reel that in and just make smarter decisions.
And
but
getting a little older too also will do that. Every year you play,
long
you'll
in the
learn a little
tooth.
more. Look at Bryce Harper. He used to be pretty darn reckless too. He reined that in, and he stayed healthy for quite a while now. Replace Burrow with Flacco. Okay, where are we at on here?
Dave just at the turn took a little Trey Harris and Omar Cooper. My QB ranks are Josh, May, Lamar. There we go. Josh, May, Lamar, Burrow, Jaden.
All of
Zero.
those
I
are
don't
in
know
my
what
top tier.
Zero. You didn't. I think you might have been away pissing. What like the Tunsil and like the Laramie Tunsil news and Jaden Daniels. We talked about it a little bit. I don't think you were on to weigh it. Curious if that affects him at all, or what you think. I don't know about enough to drop him in rankings, but it makes me a little nervous. But I don't think it's enough to like drop him down a tier or anything like that.
Nope, not to me. I'll tell you that. Spoiler. I'm going to still take him. Chad, Josh, Lamar, Holmes, Dart, Chuck, Goff.
Yeah, that's fair. Like to drop him a tier. Like again, I don't think it's a tear drop or anything like that, but knock him down a peg or something like that. Like, yeah, that I can get behind. Alrighty. Little Dalton Schultz.
RG3 Jr.
Ring.
All right, back to me. Brian Robinson Jr. Oh, man. Literally the worst running back room of all time. Sean Tucker, please win me 1 week. Okay. Coming back to you, Core. No, back to you now.
We back.
Sadiq, what a fall for Sadiq.
I'll take this Ryan Flanoy fall.
A Flanoy fall?
Not been a Flanoy guy, really, but yeah, we'll take the fall. We'll take the dip.
Just dip it up.
All right. If you notice anything about my ranks, they all run except the best pocket passer in the league.
Mahomes, a.k.a. Holmes. Shuck, how much?
Yeah, I mean,
well,
see, I tell people to ignore preseason everything and camp everything except for Chiefs, and then I see like a highlight reel of Mahomes dropping dimes. I'm like, oh my god, he's back! It's real. Believe that. Just I ignore everything unless it fits my narrative.
That's classic.
That's what I do.
That's how you do, baby. That's how you do.
Everything that you like is wrong unless I agree. Ooh, Jacoby Lane in round 15. That might be the earliest I've seen. I will say, like, people have given an F about ADP in this one, and I am here for it.
Here for it. I love it. Love it too.
You know what hurts Cory the most? Patrick is just an A-Rod ripoff. Yeah, I mean, if Rodgers won literally won 3 times the rings, but sure.
I think he's talking about Alex Rodriguez, Corey. So better get that right. I'm pretty sure.
He's like both of them put together, plus another ring. In your face. But hey, winning isn't everything. It's the refs. He's had a better coach and weapons than anybody's ever had in the history of football. He got walked into a tailor-made situation. If Josh Allen would have been on the Chiefs instead of Mahomes, they would have won like 6. There it is. It's always because Andy Reid was notorious for winning even when Mahomes got there. Like when you say who's won the big one, it's always Andy Reid, right? Like how all those rings that he had before he got there. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
All right. Corey and Cleves, don't screw me. Corey, you didn't. Cleves, please don't. If you do, it is what it is. It'll be fine.
Reid was going far with Alex Smith. He won one playoff game. Alex Smith literally won one playoff game with Andy Reid. It was a wild card game against Brian Hoyer and the Houston Texans. The only time they played in the divisional round is that year, and then they got their ass kicked by the Patriots, and then they had the first round bye and then lost to the Steelers when the Steelers didn't score a touchdown. It was 5 field goals. So
they didn't score a touchdown.
That one is not true. If you're going to throw narratives at a Chiefs fan, just be ready to at least back it up with something, brother. No, that's too much. That's too heavy. I was talking him up earlier, sure.
Okay.
Well, how many games with Roger? Well, here's the thing. It never happened. So what ifs? You know, like who cares? I don't know.
Hey, really you know what? If onlys and just were candies and nuts, every day would be Oonka Donk Fest. Am I right?
Amen.
That's right.
Okay. Making the playoffs is already far. That sounds like a Packers fan defending Aaron Rodgers.
No.
So just now making the playoffs is okay. So you're probably a Josh Allen truther over Mahomes because, Josh Allen is he's like 8-6 in the playoffs and everyone talks about how great he is.
You got Cory going. All right. We about got this draft filled, Core, so you can do us a run through. Yeah. We got a bunch of teams in this, and I can't wait till you get to mine at the end and you can review this glory that is my team.
Yeah, this is a good banger.
Gosh.
I can already tell.
It's a banger, all right.
You never said anything about Josh Allen, but it's the same argument. You're making the same argument that I've been arguing with Bills fans for years.
As a Cowboys fan,
the thing is,
we don't talk about
put Rodgers over Mahomes right now in the all-time because I'm fine with that because it's a full career compared to Mahomes has probably played probably slightly over half of his career. So I'm not even making those arguments. I don't get into the all-timers or anything like that. I'm trying to enjoy the present. Like I used to get caught up in the Mahomes Brady thing in the thick of the dynasty. And it just finally, one day I was like, what am I doing? I'm never going to convince anybody that's pro Brady that Mahomes is better. So what's the point? I'm just going to enjoy what's happening right now. And I'm just hoping that we can get back to that point. Okay.
All right, Cord. Nope. Switch back over.
Yep, I'm backing out of this. Okay.
So just next time you do it, you don't have to hit
Yeah.
stop sharing. You can just go to the other and hit share and tab instead. Rodgers was the fastest QB to 400 and 500 TDs, even with his slow pace of play, while taking care of the ball. Best thing the Chiefs did, beat the Niners twice in the Super Bowl.
It's true.
I'll give Mahomes his whole career and he wouldn't be better. Not gonna lie. I'm arguing from an old head support. That's why I like Eli Manning. Gross. You don't really like Eli Manning, do you? Oh, I'm one of my most hated quarterbacks of all time. B, maybe B for me. Okay, we'll see, buddy. We'll see, Fantasy Dog.
Okay.
All right,
All
Cory,
right.
you got
So
the
we're
teams
gonna
pulled
start
up?
from the top. We're gonna start from the top.
Oh, you didn't put them on the stage.
And then
There we go.
And get rid of the
and
chat.
then I got the comments. All right, go for it.
Okay, so we're starting from the top. This is Dave. Dave rocking the Dak, Herbert, Jacoby Brissett combo. So Herbert's going to have to do the heavy lifting week 14. Hopefully, vying for that ticket there. I don't know what the matchup actually is week 14 for Herbert.
Be ready, Fantasy Dog. I got you. Post them as soon as you see the teams. Let us know what's going on the screen. Go for it, Core.
Okay, but yeah, so we got Dak, Herbert, Brissett, solid room. And I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? Jacoby's fine there. Gibbs, Bucky, Travion. That's solid start there with C-Rod, Jonah Coleman, who we talked up a little bit of, what it's now like Dobbins already getting a little nicked up, makes Coleman much more attractive option. And then a late Singleton, solid RB room. A little bit of volatility, depending on how you feel about Bucky, but you got the obvious anchor in Jahmyr Gibbs. So taking some shots here, I'm okay with. So that's a solid looking room. Your boy Pickens, who you love so much, but Pickens, Addison, Wandale, Strivers, Trey Harris, Omar Cooper, Jeremy. Yeah, pretty good looking room. Like if Pickens can realize, if Pickens does play for that contract, and Jordan Addison's playing for a contract too. I do love contract years. So there's definitely some ceiling with this team. And then you got a floor guy in Wandale. So solid overall. And then McBride Pitts, we already talked about that. You could have just stopped at Pitts. But
yeah, exactly.
Just Pitts only.
Who even needs McBride?
Pitts, that's a great tight end room. So overall, it's a good team. That is a solid team. That is good work. Nicely done, Dave.
Dave, I think for my opinion, I think this is my favorite team that I've seen you draft.
Yeah. Spencer, you're on Fantasy Dogs grades, right? Whenever they come
I'm on it.
I love that.
I'm in the chat, my friend.
So now we're going over to Smurfer, who started off with Drake May, Jackson Dart. Love the two QB combo there. Jackson Dart's BFFs, Cam Scattaboo, Judkins, Ramondre, Aaron Jones, Jaden Blue, Kamani Vidal. Actually, I wonder, I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but that's with the Vidal pick. Mike McDaniel came out with the soundbite the other day that fantasy owners aren't going to like to hear this, but I'm going to use all three of them because a reporter asked if Hampton was going to be if he envisioned Hampton being a workhorse, and McDaniel was like, that sounds like a fantasy football question, and your fantasy owners aren't going to like to hear this, but I'm going to use those guys matchup dependent, and I'm going to use all three of them all the time. So that's a Vidal endorsement. Not sure if he was already on your radar, Smurfer, but yeah, Vidal getting a little shout out from McDaniels, never a bad thing. This wide receiver room, boy, oh boy, just those first three, Chase, Neighbors, Rasheed. That's ceiling. And then Courtland Sutton and Romeo Dubs getting the pair piece with May and Boston, Pat Bryant. I love that receiver room. Dude, receiver room is fantastic. Absolutely love it. And then Fergie Ferg. Oh, you would double Ferguson. You usually got paid double for that kind of action. So
He
love the
paid
double
double.
Ferguson. And then going with Gesicki, I agree. A third tight end needed that, even though Terrence Ferguson does have that ceiling potentially. And then Ferguson's more of a floor guy, but a solid floor guy. But overall, I like this team, man. I think that's a good looking team. Spence, what do you think?
I'm a fan too. The double Fergie Ferg is a little but it's a good team. And Fantasy Dog says B plus, tight end room.
Yeah, it's just really the tight end room, but we've talked about it. If you're gonna skimp anywhere, it's tight end.
It's tight
and
end.
he went the 3, so I'm fine with I'm fine with that.
I wanted to say this real quick before you move
Yeah.
on. Cool Smurfer. I just love this because he had to just go ahead and throw this in after what you were saying from the earlier talk. Yeah, Chargers going to run the ball, and because their QB is average and busy with a supermodel. Okay, go ahead.
Pop star, not a supermodel, just to be fair.
Hey, whatever. She's hot.
She is attractive. All right.
Who's up next? Zachy boy.
Even though I will say them be like, there's the picture of them canoodling on the sideline at camp, Madison and Herbert. Like she's like stroking his hair. So I was like, come on, man. Harbaugh, tighten that ship up. These boys need to be out there grinding, not canoodling.
All right, who's next?
Okay, Zachy boy, we got Jalen Hurts, Tyler Shuck, Mendoza, great room, really like it a lot. And then Achan and ETN, Tutors, love the Keaton Mitchell pick. Dylan Sampson, yeah, that's a good room. Dylan Sampson's about the cutoff of like running backs that I'm really comfortable with. So yeah, I think that's absolutely it's a nice mix of ceiling and Tutors. Actually, I feel like he's leveling off a little bit. He was climbing ADP, but he's leveling off a little bit. To get him 2 picks behind ADP, I feel like it's kind of rare lately. But JSN, Devontae, Quentin Johnston. So you didn't get. So yeah, it would have been nice to pair with Herbert, but obviously you got the Hurts Devontae Smith pair there. Michael Wilson, Trey Tucker. We know how we all feel about Trey Tucker. But Malik Washington, Devon Vele, shout out to Bayou Bengal. Good. That's a solid receiving core there, top to bottom. And then Fannin, Johnson, and Dulcich. Yeah, that's solid. I think that's a solid team that can definitely get the job done. I like some of the pairings there with the tight ends and Hurts and Devontae. And yeah, overall, that's another good team. The Sharp Room.
Sharp Room, baby. Waiting for that score.
Yep, waiting for that score.
Fantasy Dog. He already said he scored himself a B or B minus. He said that earlier, but let's run through it.
Okay, Fantasy Dog. We got the Brock Purdy, Malik Willis, Cam Ward. I'm a Cam Ward. Oh my gosh, look at that. What a pick on Cam Ward. 20 spot ADP fall. Love that.
Great spot.
Love that, Fantasy Dog. And then, yeah, pairing with Purdy, with McCaffrey, and believe he got Mike Evans later, but McCaffrey, Pollard, Jordan Mason, Pacheco, Katron Allen, James Conner. Love the James Conner pick. That's one I want to start mixing in a little more because I still stand by that. I think he's going to get traded at some point. They're not going to keep him around to be third on the depth chart. That seems silly. But yeah, that's I like the room. Taking McCaffrey early afforded you the ability to wait a little bit. I'm a big Jordan Mason guy. Pacheco, we'll see what happens with the injury, but Katron, that room assuming if it could be wide open, Katron could help, especially down the stretch. And then again, Connor, someone's gonna lose their running back, and Connor steps in, or could potentially be a trade candidate. And this was what the 3-6-6-3s, the 0 build, right? But
that's right.
Dre, yeah, London, Olave, Evans, JMO, Chris Bell. I think that's a fine 6. I think it's if
really strong.
I might have wanted to go someone different than Chris Bell if you're going to go 6. That might be my only feedback there because these top 5 are great and you hit it all early. If I was going to go with a 6 wide receiver build, I might want to go with someone, even if it's just a floor guy there. But hey, you never know if Chris Bell ends up playing as early as they're talking about, could smash that ADP. So, but yeah, good looking receiver room, like the pair of pieces with San Francisco. Again, nice 49ers build with Kittle, Strange, Gunnar Helm. I think I know Zero has made his Gunnar Helm opinions very known, but overall, I think it's a good team. I think it's a good team. If again, the only note would be maybe is like that's if they were that 6th receiver, maybe it was someone that I like Chris Bell as like a 7-8. That's like the true dart throw. Whereas if you're going to go 6, I don't know. What do you think, Spence?
Yeah, I liked it too. Now, the thing that I would say, I agree with the whole Chris Bell as the 6th thing, but go back to the quarterbacks real quick. What were they again?
Purdy, Malik.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then back to tight ends real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, top to bottom, I think it's a good, solid B plus. I mean, B plus, something like that. He says earlier, a streamer gave me a D minus the other day. Obviously, he doesn't give Fs.
Yeah. Well, good work, Fantasy Dog.
Absolutely. He said, I wanted Keenan. Yeah, if you had Keenan in there, I think I would have felt better than Keenan than old Mr. Chris Bell. And I love me some Chris Bell.
Zero.
By the way, Cory, did you see this earlier? Vegeta says, I just watched a short on the counselor. He said he would draft James Cook and Marion Hampton over Bijan and Gibbs. I think he's onto something here.
I mean,
he's on something.
Yeah, he's on something. Like, hey, do a millionaire and do it. Like, put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
That's the true test. But all right, we're going to Zero. So he starts
0 time.
Joe Burrow. Obviously, we take him down a peg. He took Caleb. He admitted that's the weakness of his team. So, but Burrow, Caleb, Daniel Jones, again, strong quarterback room. And he was going for the he put together what seemed like a good looking Ravens Bengals build, but with the 4 running backs, started with the 2 strong with Taylor and Kenny Walker, Rashad White, Tyrone Tracy. Spence, do you think that's a good enough room for 4?
No, I thought my running back sucked 0.
And it's a good point. I mean, yeah, it's a good start, but yeah, I'm not sure if I would have got. I think a 5th one, but we'll see how the rest of the team turned out. But I'm not. I would say just first glance, I'm not sure.
JT and Ken Walker. This is a just JT and Ken Walker have to.
But you're not a Ken Walker guy, though.
Well, I think he can smash, though. It's just where he goes. I hate him
so much.
I hate his guts. You're right.
just besmirches his name at every turn. But then again, Zay, T. Higgins, and then get a huge discount on Luther Burden was great. But yeah, the Zay, T, Burrow, everything, like it was a
wide receiver room is nailed.
All he got to do is he gets to week 17 and then I've Mekhi Lemon, but again, that's it. My Mekhi Lemon take has been mostly about his ADP, so 89, totally get it. And then Alec Pierce, if you're gonna take him, it's a 20 pick fall from ADP, so I get it. And then Jalen Naylor, that's one of his favorite picks. And that was a really nice fall on Zachariah Branch too. A lot of value here from Zero. And then Andrews, Gadsden, and Kate Otten. So scooping up some drops here. Because Mark Andrews was on my radar, but I had Warren and I wanted to go 2 tight ends, so I didn't take Andrews. But yeah, solid looking team.
Cool Smurfer said Caleb will get enough rushing yards to make up for it. He's basically your 5th RB.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I really like the team, and if JT and Ken Walker can smash, I mean, the tight end room is a little wishy-washy, but it's a really nice team again, as always. This is going to be a fun room.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Done. I know. I'm nervous. All right. So we went with the 2592. And so Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, I'm fine with. When I take Josh Allen, it's going to be rare that I go with the third quarterback. So I feel like I got some nice stack pieces there, but started up front with some big boys in Genty and Henry. Now I know the bye weeks, but whatevs. But yeah, I mean, those are two guys I expect to get a lot of carries. RJ Harvey is a guy that I've told I'm trying to warm up to as best as I can. And in that area, I was like, okay, I know the way. I just kind of seeing how the board I thought would fall. I'm like, gonna grab a running back here. But then knowing that I'm going with the Tampa build and how I knew that was shaping up, Kenny Gainwell, then wrapping it up with Kamara. I'm very okay with this running back room having the top two guys there.
Oh yeah, no, like running back room's good.
Yeah. Happy there.
That's the type of running back room that I feel good with. Not what I did.
But then so started RB heavy. So like Agbuka as my wide receiver one. Hopefully he makes the leap. I mean, it's not. We talked earlier. It's more of a projection. So I get a little nervous with him being the wide receiver one on my team, but it also I think worked out nicely. But as far as like what the stacks end up being, I mentioned earlier, I want to get more Cardell Tate before.
And now I see why you took the Bake Show over Patty.
Yeah, I had to because I already had Emeka Egbuka, I had Godwin, Shakir is the
Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah, and Kenny Gainwell. But Khalil Shakir to pair with Josh Allen because I saw I'd missed out on Dalton Kincaid. So I knew I needed to get at some point a share or a pair piece. But Debo and then another stack piece, Jalen McMillan. I took the Flanoy fall, 20-pick fall, and then Bateman, Malachi Fields. I like the receiver room without getting like an elite top option. I like how it ended up working. I mean, 9 receivers. Someone's got to hit every week, right? Please.
It's got to.
And then Tyler Warren, Dalton Schultz. That's a 2 tight end room that I'm really comfortable with. So I like this team. I think I think overall, sometimes when I take Josh Allen early, I'm not always in love with the builds, but I think overall, I really actually do like this team a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Spence?
Yeah. So go back to so Josh Allen. I was wondering who was the one again because I kind of missed that. I agree with you. I think that you kind of nailed this one. The question for me is, of course, can really the wide receivers work? And I think they can, right? Like you said, there's 9 of them.
If I had 6 or 7, sure. But with 9 and it being a lot of there's a good mix of floor and ceiling here. I think it'll absolutely work.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
All right.
I think I'll give you a good solid B+ to A-. Yeah, I like it.
Hey, easy on the grades. You're stealing.
Oh, I know. He hasn't actually said it yet. Gosh dang it. Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Dang, man. Taking his thing. All right, Cleves. Let's see what Cleves put together. Hey, a 2592 solidarity, brother. Bo Nix. So he could have just stopped at 1, but he decided to go with Geno as a QB2. But yeah, saw like Bo Nix and then waiting for Geno. Probably we'll see how the rest of the build goes, but I would be a little unless I've got like one of the top tier with just stopping at 2 with just Geno.
Here's your score, by the way, Cory, real quick.
B+, maybe B++. Okay, I'll take it. I will take that.
I agree with that quarterback take, by the way. Geno as a 2 and not a 3rd is a little risky.
It makes me nervous. But again, Hampton, Javonte, Jadarian, Algier, Charbonnet. Good room, solid room. I like it. These were Spencer would kill for these 2 running backs right now.
I would, seriously.
Like that, your RB4 is his RB1. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson. Yeah, it's a great start. Watson and Reed. Shame you didn't get Jordan Love. I don't know if he was if he got taken before or if he was even on your radar, but good start to and Jacoby Myers. I've added Mitchell, so I guess it makes sense. Gino with the Garrett Wilson at Mitchell pairing. Yeah, I like the I like the receiver room. You got the studs at the top, and then it's deep enough. If I had to, I would say for me, because you did start pretty strong at receiver, if I were to make like any kind of adjustment, is taking away a receiver and adding a third quarterback somewhere, even if it was another one of those late guys, just to hedge a little bit. I think Laporta Goddard, that's fine for a 2 tight end room. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good team. The only thing I would have done is just maybe one less receiver and throwing a quarterback in there. I don't know how everything kind of shaped up as far as like how the picks fell, but that's my notes.
Well, we're about to see the final score here in just a second. We got to let the calculations click while the formula is going with Fantasy Dog here. So, Cleves, though, that's for a Cleves team. I feel like I've not seen you do that week of a quarterback room before. I feel like you missed. I feel like you were a pick away from someone. They got sniped and you were like, screw it. That's how I feel it went down.
Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you're
Dad says that you need to make an apology video for being a fake Mahomes fan. Clip that.
Clip that.
He was. I was right. He was sniped. That's what it felt. That's what it felt like.
It felt like a room that was sniped a little bit. There was some snipage going on. Well, Spence with the 2772. Here we go. Buckle up, buckaroos. We got Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence. Hey, good room there. That's a solid room. And then
save it for last.
And then okay. Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, good picks. Parker Washington. You actually got a discount, right? So Parker Washington, Josh Downs, Diggs, even like you gotta I've been seeing Diggs even at that ADP going in the top 100. So you did get some value, and I love the Concepcion fall. So yeah, I like the receiver room. And then Bowers, Pat Freiermuth. I love I've been drafting more Freiermuth lately. Anybody you pair with Bowers is going to be fine. So solid team. Surely it can. Oh my God!
What could go wrong?
Take a drink of water. All right, so Josh Jacobs. I'm a Jacobs guy. I like Jacobs there. You waited a little bit. Some would argue a little long. And went Bill.
Some would argue.
Woody Marks, Tank Bigsby, Spears, Brian Robinson, Sean Tucker. So this is and like all jokes aside, this is a perfect example of how sometimes, maybe not even if you're fading a position on purpose, every draft is different, and sometimes the room, like it just falls that way. It's happened to me on these streams before, where it's not that I'm fading quarterback or whatever. It's just when you get a running back hungry room or a quarterback hungry room or something like that, and before you know it, this is what happens. So
I know, and this is why I had to throw shade, because I knew what was coming. I know.
Spencer, you do need to make a note to follow this team, kind of like in the baseball one where I made a note where I had 8 outfielders or whatever it was, and I was like, I made a note that was like me against the world, 8 outfielders, and that team bombed.
Yeah, this one will be tuxedo top.
Yeah, this is biz. Not even partying back, I guess, but yeah, this is definitely me on my work Zoom calls whenever I've got a polo on up top, but I'm rocking gym shorts on the bottom, no doubt. So yeah, okay,
yeah.
Well, yeah, Spence, it's not your best work, but
no.
The outside of that, though, I do like the other rooms that you got.
Yeah. The rest of the team's fine. Like that matters.
Yeah.
Team ain't getting a ticket in this place. Not in this economy.
Yeah. Good draft, guys. Really
That was
good
fun.
teams.
That was fun. I guess before we hop off, I could jump on and show my other one real quick. Like the other draft that I did. Because think Smurfer and I think Smurfer and Zero were in that too. Let me go back to see who was in that. Let's go pull that up here. Let's go pull that up here. We'll do that before we call it a night. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this time you watch out for the chat for me. Okay, so let's see who was in here with me. It was Cleves. Oh, it was Cleves. It was Cool Smurfer and Cleves. So we'll start off with Cool Smurfer's team over in this draft from pick 12, 3-4-8-3, going with Caleb, Aaron, and Gino. You got Caleb, so I mean, the world is your oyster at that point. Am I right? I like that quarterback room. Ken Walker, Derrick Henry, Kyron, Javonte. That's C0. That's how you do a 4 running back room, my friend. He says, my beer, here's a 4 running back room.
Spence, I think you've lost your privileges to tell us what good running back rooms are tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Totally.
You'll regroup and we'll come back next time.
I think I'm not going out on too far of a limb to say that this is a pretty good running back room right here. Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Xavier Worthy, Matthew Golden, Ryan Flournoy, A.D. Mitchell, and Jeremy. Yeah, that's an interesting wide receiver room. I actually don't mind it. I think this is pretty good. With Andrews, Goddard, and Darnell Washington, you got some nice stack pieces in here. I see these stacks that you did. Yeah, buddy. I think that is a very solid team, Cool Smurfer. Good pick 12 over there. Cleves from pick 10 with the 3-5-8-2. Burrow, T-Law, and Love. Killer trio. Jainty, Hampton, Bill, Tracy, and Sampson. He's going to draft Sampson.
Sampson.
Yeah, Jainty, Hampton right at the top. I mean, what's not to love there? And then, yeah, Bill, Tracy, Sampson. See, this is like Zero's room, only with the one extra. That's what that is. McConkey, Waddle, Christian Watson, Shakir, Tesla, ZB, Coleman, and Chris Bell. Again, really good wide receiver room. Tyler Warren, Jawan Johnson. Cleves and Cool Smurfer killed this draft. Love it. Now I have no idea what I did. A few of these were autoed. 3-5-7-3. You got to love double drafting. Goff, Willis, Cam Ward. That could have been worse. That's fine. Chase Brown, Breece Hall, Travion, and then double Broncos. A little bit better running back room on this one for me, although I did take double Broncos for what that's worth. Look at this, Cory. This is a Cory team right here. G. Will and BTJ. Amon-Ra, Wilson, and BTJ. Dub, Tucker, Jacoby Lane, and Rashad Bateman. I forgot I didn't have Lamar on this team. And then Tucker Kraft, TJ Hawkinson, Mike Gesicki. This is a good, solid team. It's not the best, not the worst, but I don't think I have any real weak rooms over there. All right. That was super fun. Had a great time drafting with you guys tonight, talking about all this. I love all of the crap talking that we've had. It's been really good. All of the Caleb and Herbert talk. Oh man, it's great.
But maybe he's just a really big Madison beer fan. He's just super jelly.
That's got to be.
That might be it.
The story like that's got to be true.
It's got to be it.
Oh, all right. Well, when will we be back, Cor? Saturday night?
Yeah. Saturday night. Yeah. I mean, I got nothing else going on.
Yep. Saturday night. The mood will be right. Appreciate you as always, Fantasy Dog. Everyone hanging out, drafting, talking in the chat. Love you guys. Chad had to throw one last Pierce dig. Zero, great having you back in here tonight, buddy. I was super happy to see you, Zachy boy. Everyone, it's been great.
Yeah,
Glad to have our boys Blake and Dave in earlier.
absolutely.
In the first one. So a lot of fun. Hopefully next time we don't have to have 2 drafts going at once and we can get in the same one.
Yeah, man. It's fun. Had a great time. Hey, Smurfer,
Hey.
I'll tell you what. It's maybe they're not officially, they're only engaged. It ain't legal yet. You still have a chance, brother.
Cool, Smurfer. I don't know if your hair is as good as Justin Herbert's, though. I've not seen your hair.
He has salon
to be
quality
fair.
hair. That's not fair.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, guys, had a lot of fun. Cleves, as always, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Always
Absolutely.
Fun. We'll be back
Fantasy
Saturday.
Dog. Had a lot of fun. Chad, like always, prenups.
Yeah.
Who takes me seriously anymore? Oh, who takes marriage seriously anymore? Cool Smurfer, he wears a hat.
Amen, brother.
I think, does Madison Beer like hats? I don't know.
Who doesn't like hats, though? You can't trust
who really
doesn't
like hats. Oh, well,
all right,
hey,
guys.
Until next time, see you, boys. Keep drafting. Peace.